Hello class, I want to put together as short a video as I can. It's going to be probably 10 minutes or so that walks you through the process of using the lockdown browser when taking a test in our class using Canvas. Okay, so assuming you have downloaded the lockdown browser, which is right here on the screen. This is sort of a crude setup that I have here, so I know it's not the greatest video quality. It's basically me using a webcam to take a picture of another screen, so it's not the greatest. But if you have downloaded the correct link, which I provided in Canvas and also I think in the syllabus, when you open the browser link, which I'm going to do now, you shouldn't get this. This is an administrative warning because I'm on a school computer right now, so it's a security measure. But you should basically get a browser, a very simple looking browser like this, and it should take you immediately to the Macomb Canvas page. That's why it's important that you download the correct link. Otherwise it won't take you to this page and you won't be able to go anywhere. So you're going to log in as normal. Okay. Have to go through all the security stuff. And now multi-factor authentication. So I've got to open that up on my phone and type in the correct number and approve. So that should be good. And it's going to take you to your dashboard with all of your courses. Maybe you only have the one. So we're going to open up our course. And I do not have an actual student account, so the best I can do is simulate this using student view. So your screen won't look exactly like this, but it should be pretty close. And so at this point you're ready to take whatever test. So in this particular case we're going to do the practice test, which is in the first module here, the Start Here to Unlock Week 1 module. So we're going to click on this test, but this would be true for all of your tests. So at the end of Week 1 you'll see a test. It's grayed out because I haven't gone through all the stuff yet, but it'd be right here. And then Week 2 would have one as well. There's Week 2, right? So we're going to take the quiz, the practice quiz, or practice test I should say, and you'll see the Canvas quiz pop up. Now in this particular case mine says take the quiz again because I've allowed this quiz to be taken as many times as possible. Yours will probably just say take the quiz. Okay, so we're going to click on this link, and at this stage we're going to go through all of the pre-check items, and I'm not going to do all of that here. It's going to check to make sure your webcam and microphone are working okay. It's going to give you some additional tips. It's going to make sure that we have a picture of you as well as to compare it to your photo ID. So we do need to be able to match up because I haven't met each one of you. We want to make sure that everybody's on a level playing field and the people enrolled in the class are the ones who are taking the tests. Then the program will make sure to see that your face is in view before you start taking the test, and then you will begin the exam. So I'm going to I'm going to go through all of the 7 steps, but I'm going to pause the video during that time frame so that you don't have to watch all of that. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I have gone through the 7 steps and we are ready to begin the exam. So I'm going to click on the link, and it took me back to Canvas, and things are loading, screens are flashing, and all of your tests should have this one quiz question basically, right? Which is nothing more than instructions, or basic instructions. So it's going to talk about the amount of time you have. Every test that you have in Canvas should take, or you should be allowed, an hour and 40 minutes. And I've done that because that's how much time you're going to get on your in-person final exam. So I want you to get used to the amount of time. It should be, more than enough to complete each test. Okay. This practice quiz is unlimited, but all of your graded tests, you'll have an hour and 40 minutes or 100 minutes. It will tell you that you're allowed to use the Respondus calculator, or a handheld, as long as it's a basic or scientific calculator, in which case you'll just hold it up in front of your camera so that I can see what it is. But here, see where my cursor is at the top of the screen? This is the built-in Respondus calculator, and you're allowed to use that, right? It's a scientific calculator, so it's this little icon here, okay? And and it will also tell you in the instructions that you need to go back to Canvas, where we are right now, before you finish the test. Notice this submit quiz. Your test, is, in terms of Canvas, is not over until you hit this submit quiz link. And I have to show you how to get there. It's not obvious. Okay? So this link, every quiz, every graded test will have a link like this that will take you out of Canvas and to the Knewton Alta page. So this is the one exception I've allowed in the lockdown browser, is for you to go to Knewton. So when we click on this link, you'll see a new tab open up. Well, you will after we click this link. There it is. There's the new tab, and it's taking us to Knewton. Okay? So mine says try again. Yours should say start test, start quiz, whatever. Or maybe just start, I don't remember. Unless you're taking it multiple times like I am for this practice test. For the graded tests, it's a one-time action. So I'm going to click try again, and it's going to take me to the quiz, or the practice test. And so I just put together a real simple little thing to show you how everything works. 8 minus 5, you can either type the number 3, or you can use the little keypad thing here. 8 minus 5 again, here's a multiple choice. So we select 3, and then I confirm that I will uphold academic integrity. And this is a reminder. You're not going to see this on the graded tests, but this is a reminder for all tests. You have to go back to Canvas before you're done. So we're going to click yes, and then we're going to click submit. So this is the way it will work for all of your tests. When you're done with the Knewton test, you're going to click submit. At this point, when you've done that, as far as Knewton is concerned, you are done. And actually, Knewton will transfer that score, whatever you just earned in terms of clicking buttons and typing in answers, it's going to transfer that score to Canvas. Okay? But you're not done, because this is an online class, and yes, I can monitor you with a webcam, but I can't completely confirm that everybody's on a level playing field. So I'm trying to level the playing field by having all students take photos of their work, right? Just like you were in a classroom. You would hand in your tests, and it wouldn't just have the answers, it would have the work that you did, and that's how I would grade it. So there's one step that if you do not close out this lockdown browser correctly, you will not get the option to upload your work, which is required for you to get credit for the test. So what you do not want to do is hit this red X. Not yet. If you close out this red X, notice I just click, it says, hey, you're not done. Well, you're thinking, yes, I am done, right? And if you click close browser, it's going to ask you, why are you exiting the test before you're done? And you're saying, because I'm done. Well, no, you didn't actually close it out correctly. So we're going to go to Return to Exam. This is what you want to do after you have submitted your quiz or your test within Knewton. You want to click on this Canvas tab. We want to go back to the original tab, back to our test, and you're saying, where is my submit? It's not there anymore. This is why it's not intuitive to me. What you have to do is go back into, basically restart or resume the quiz. And the easiest way I think to do that is just click on the home button and scroll back down to the test that you want. In this case, we were doing the Respondus practice test. And notice now it says resume quiz. We click on resume quiz, and now we're ready to hit submit because we've already done everything, but this is how we get back to submit quiz. Okay, so from here we're done. We go to Canvas, right? We click on the home tab or the home module link or menu link, resume quiz, and then submit quiz. And at this point, now you will be prompted to take photos of your work. See where it says show your work? And so this is where you'll grab your notebook or whatever you've been doing your work on. And I just kind of did something like this. So you're just going to hold it up in front of the camera until you say, well, that's about as good as I can get. Okay, that works. And we're going to say take photo. And we look at it and say, yeah, that looks okay. Or we might say try again. You know, maybe it was fuzzy. Maybe it didn't. Maybe you were not holding it steady. So yeah, that looks okay. I think he can read it. So we're going to say use that photo. And then well, that's not all of my work. I've got more work. I've got more at the bottom of the page. So I'm going to click on add another photo. And then I'll hold up the bottom part of my page, and we look at that and say, yep, that looks okay. Use this photo. So you can add as many photos as you need to be able to show your work. Okay? And then as soon as you're done, click Submit Photos. And now you really are done. So now it asks, how did everything go? This is where you can give some feedback to Respondus if there were any issues, or you can just say everything's fine and leave it blank and hit submit, which is what I'm going to do. And now you really can hit the red X. So this is where you close out completely. And we are done. And so now the lockdown browser has exited. You're back to your regular desktop, and you can go back to your regular life. So I hope that was helpful. Please let me know if you have questions. Take this practice quiz as many times as you need so that you're comfortable. And if you would like me to look over any of your submissions, they're all recorded, and I can do that, and I can give you feedback before you take your first graded test. So that's it. Thank you for your attention. Bye-bye.